Hello YouTube and welcome to part 2 of my No Rest for the Wicked walkthrough here on Kingdom Come Deliverance. So let's just get right into it and pick up where we left off last time. If you haven't watched the last one, you might want to go watch it because it explains what we're doing here. But yeah, so let's just get right into it. Okay, so last time we were able to we figured out the potion and we're able to turn, wow that was loud, turn the, what do you call it, blood or the water in the bathhouses red. So now we're going to go around and we're going to swap some eggs for charcoal, so. Don't want to get seen doing this because that'll, what do I do? Here we go. Okay. I'm just going to take all this. And I gotta put in some charcoal. We'll put in 2. Alright, so I just gotta do that to 2 more chicken coops. So I just gotta find 2 more chicken coops. So that shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, this mission's turning out to be quite a bit longer than I was expecting. Also found out something interesting. I'll share it at the end of the video. But, yeah, so let's find the other 2 chicken coops. Alright, so we found another chicken coop, so we're gonna swap out some eggs. Cobwebs and rooster feathers. Well, maybe I'll put charcoal in it anyway. Maybe it'll count. Does it count? It does count! Okay, so time to find the 3rd. Wow, so it took quite a bit of trekking around, but I finally found a 3rd coop, so let's quick swap out the eggs on this one. Interestingly though, when I was by that last coop, there was like a ghostly howl. That was, if I'm not, you know, lying, pretty creepy. So I wonder if that has anything to do with what we're doing. Alright. So that's all 3 of them, so let's go ask, the charlatan. I don't know if it'll update immediately, but let's go ask him how the hunting is going.
So, how am I doing so far?
Everyone's talking about the Revenant, as if it were the 11 plagues of Egypt.
Wasn't it 10?
Oh, you still have a lot to learn. Nevertheless, no one in Ledechko would eat a single egg, even if they had any, because all the hens are hexed.
Well, at least they've got fuel for their fires. That's still not enough, is it?
You're getting there, but they need a bit more pushing. Good luck to you.
Well, so that's 2 down. So now I have either to steal some rosaries, or, which I assume you do by pickpocketing, but I'm not sure yet, or replace the meat. And I don't even know how to do that. I couldn't figure that out. It's probably something I gotta wait until night, but I don't know. So what we're gonna do, I think we're gonna go after the butcher, because I think I know what to do. I'm gonna just go rob the chest and replace it, but of course I need rotten meat, so I'll try to find some rotten meat and pick it up then. Alright, so we've waited until nighttime, because I figured that'd be more sneaky, and I think that the meat that they had on display was hare meat. So I got some hare meat and waited a day, and now it's rotten. So, alright, so we're just gonna have to find their chest, wherever that may be, and take the hare meat out and replace it with rotten hare meat. Hopefully that'll do it. What do we got here? Not it. It might be in their house, so I might have to do some high-class sneaking, but we'll just try that out. Okay, we'll check this chest first. Ooh, a rosary. That'll bring us 1 step closer to our goal. Maybe it's in this chest. Not so much. Okay. Oh, what do we got here? It said examine.
Mutton. And I'll need lots of it if I'm to switch it all.
I guess we're gonna do rosaries now because I have the wrong type of meat. But so let's, you know, the rosaries thing was pretty easy, so we'll just do that. So, I'll pick it up when I find the next one. So I didn't find any in the shop. So I'm just going to guess that they aren't in the shops. But I think this is the house of the gossip. And who better to steal a rosary from if I want to get word around that... Oh, crap. Starting to think I shouldn't have wore full armor for this mission. I just know that whenever I'm dealing with the charlatan, I'm like... barely a hair's width away of getting beat up by a mob. So, hopefully we find a rosary in here. No, no rosary. There's got to be another chest in here, though. Unless maybe it's on her. It is on her. Okay. Gotta try that again. Give me some time. Okay, so apparently we might have to pickpocket these rosaries. That makes sense. I feel bad about this, running around stealing people's religious artifacts. It's for a good cause, though. The charlatan needs money. So, let's check this house. So that was 3. God, I'm so, like, worried about getting caught that I'm, like, not talking, even though I know they can't hear me. Here's another one. We'll pickpocket her. It's 4 out of 5. Maybe there'll be one more person in this house. It's too dark. Not gonna go stumbling into a room, probably get caught. So let's just find one more rosary, and then we'll wait until morning and see how the scaring is going. Aha, here's the target. Come on, get back. Sweet. 5 rosaries, so now all we got to do is wait until morning and see how everything's going.
Good day to you.
Good day to you.
So, how am I doing so far?
Good work, Henry. The whole village is shaking in its boots. Soon, people won't step outside the door without saying 3 Hail Marys.
Ugh, I'm glad to hear it. I'm beginning to feel haunted myself.
Half the village is without rosaries. Someone even wanted to buy one from me.
And did you sell it?
I don't trade in such banal goods. But I sold him a cat's paw.
I didn't know a cat's paw was good for warding off revenants.
Henry, all the goods I have are good for warding off revenants.
So, the job is done, eh?
Not quite.
But you just said the whole village is shaking with fear.
The whole village, but for one individual.
Well, surely that doesn't matter.
That's what I thought too. Only this fellow is giving everyone the benefit of his wisdom. He needs shaking up before he undoes your good work.
But if he's not been scared yet, what more can I do to frighten him?
Well, when he's not hanging around here ruining my trade, he's in the tavern boasting that he'd happily sleep by that empty grave to prove there's no revenant.
Yeah, I bet he would.
Exactly. He just needs a little persuasion. And once he's there, make it the most terrifying night of his life.
Well, what are we waiting for then?
It's best to be well prepared. You ought to find out something about him. so there's no surprises.
The gossip woman?
Naturally. And Henry, before we get to that grave, you can still try and come up with more ways to frighten the villagers. The more terrified they are, the more groschen there'll be in it for me. For us, that is. God be...
I feel like the villagers are scared enough, but let's go talk to that gossip and find out what we can about this guy.
Good wife.
You're still here, lad? I thought you'd have fled by now.
Fled? Why on earth would I do that?
Because there's a revenant on the prowl. The whole village is talking about it, and everyone is terrified.
Ah, that. But I heard there's one brave lad who's not afraid.
You mean Felix?
Well, I don't know what
PewDiePie?
but he's always arguing in the tavern that there's no revenant.
That's him. The fool doesn't believe what's going on under his own nose. He hasn't the sense he was born with.
He even said he'd spend the night at the graveside, just to prove there's no revenant.
Aye, all talk and no action.
Is he brave or just stupid? Surely he's afraid of something.
I couldn't tell you. But if he's to be believed, he doesn't fear the devil himself.
And do you believe him?
Well, it's true he never seems bothered by anything. But then he's always with that other pair.
What pair?
Two mates of his.
But he was alone in the tavern.
Aye, they're not locals. But outside the village, wherever he goes, they go with him.
Who are these two fellas?
They're not bad lads, but they're no heroes, that's for sure.
How's that?
Them two have their fears, but then who doesn't?
What are they afraid of?
The first one wouldn't even go into the woods alone, because he's afraid of wild animals.
Ah, is that so? I wonder why.
He got lost in the forest as a young lad, and he wasn't found till next morning. Shaking and pale as a ghost he was when they found him.
Poor lad. Must have been scared out of his wits.
That he was.
What about the other one?
He's afraid of fire.
Why?
His own father burned him, God forgive him. As a young lad, he was playing with fire and nearly set fire to the house. So his pa taught him a lesson he wouldn't forget.
Poor lad. That's a terrible way to teach a child.
My words, exactly.
Ah, it's been an interesting chat. Thanks, good wife.
Interesting. Didn't really tell me how to scare the one guy, but it told me how to scare his friends. So I guess we'll go see what the charlatan has to say. Wonder if he's gonna give me a stupid costume to wear. Probably.
This brave fella, Felix his name is, if we can get him to spend the night at the grave, he won't be alone. Wherever he goes, he always has two mates tagging along.
Like he's afraid to be alone.
Could be.
So, if we could get him there alone, it shouldn't be too hard to scare him.
Maybe, maybe not. He claims he's not afraid of anything.
That's easy to say. I'm not so sure. Only, we have to get rid of the other two. What do you know about them?
One of them is afraid of wild animals. Won't even go into the woods on his own.
I see. And the other one?
He's afraid of fire, but I doubt an ordinary campfire would do the trick.
Well, we'll think of something. Anyway, you take care of the first one.
How, though?
Haven't you learned anything from me? Talk to a dog.
Of course. Why didn't I think of that? Any particular one, Master?
The most frightening one, of course.
And how am I supposed to recognize him? One looks the same as another.
By his bark, naturally. Can't you hear him? He'd scare the wits out of anyone.
That's a dog.
Either that or Satan in the guise of a beast.
All right. And what do I do with him?
Have a conversation with him and see if you can mimic his bark.
Yeah, great idea. People will think I'm barking mad.
Farewell.
There we go. So that's what that howling was. So I just gotta go find that. Find the dog with the strange bark. Yeah, I definitely heard that. It was over here somewheres.
Come on then. Bark. What a beast you are. Alright, let's see. Bow. Bow. Again. Boo. 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 That's still not quite it. Yeah. Boo. 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 That's it. And now I'm officially the village idiot.
Alright. So, I got the bark down. God, that howl is just weird. Anyway, time to go back to the charlatan.
So, how did you get on?
I found that mutt. Although from the noises it made, you'd hardly guess it was a dog.
So you've learned to bark.
I have, master.
So bark.
I never thought I'd stoop so low. Bow! Bow!
Perfect.
But what if it's not enough?
Ah, ye of little faith. Besides, can you think of any other way?
If we want to have him there on his own, I could always knock the other two out.
And what if he finds them unconscious?
I can always haul them off somewhere he won't find them.
Just make sure you don't botch it, Henry. It could easily turn very sour.
Don't worry. But what about the other fella?
Ah, yes, apprentice. You have the good fortune to witness a genius at work. Watch and learn. An oil lamp.
An oil lamp?
Precisely. Isn't it ingenious?
A marvellous invention, I grant you. But what do you want to do with it?
That's the clever part. I've hung a lamp like this over the Revenant's grave. All you have to do is shoot it down. It'll fall on the grave and burst into flames.
Now that could work. Only...
Only what?
How can you be sure I'll manage to shoot it down?
I believe in you, Henry. You're my apprentice, versed in the ways of our craft.
Right, I almost forgot.
Anyway, you can practice. The lamp is already hanging up. It just hasn't been lit yet.
Aye, I'll give it a go. And then what?
Then you just have to goad our Felix into putting his money where his mouth is.
But what if he doesn't fall for it?
Refusing would ruin his credibility. Go and see him. I'll bet you anything, if you present it right, he'll jump at it.
All right, I'll give it a try.
Good. Don't delay, though. Practice with the lamp first, if you like, or just go straight to him.
Alright. I don't think I need practice. At least I don't think so. So we'll just go talk to Felix. Alright, so let's go provoke Fearless PewDiePie. Where is the guy? There he is.
I've heard there's a revenant haunting these parts.
Ah, you don't want to believe those old wives' tales.
Well, it's not true then.
Of course not. It's just a lot of fairy tales.
Well, I don't know. Aren't you afraid?
Ha! What's there to be afraid of?
You're a brave fella.
Ah, there's nothing to it.
I'm already shaking in my boots. Ma used to tell me terrible stories about revenants. She said great-grandma was eaten by one.
You can't believe everything you hear. Go there during the night, and you'll see there's nothing to fear.
Go where?
To the grave, of course.
Well, that's easy to say if you've no fear. I see monsters in the dark all the time. But you know what you could do?
What?
Well, supposing you spent the night at that grave, like you say. That'd prove there's no revenant, wouldn't it?
You reckon so? I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. Besides, since you're so fearless, it'd be nothing to you, right?
Aye, that's right.
How about something to buck up your courage? Ah, probably not. You don't need it.
I don't, but it can't hurt.
Guess I'll give him a savior schnapps.
Thanks, Em.
So when are you going to do it?
Just as soon as I can in the evening.
Right. And now you can... Shh! Quiet, Henry. You'll give us away.
Sorry. What's that you're wearing?
What do you think it is?
I don't know, some new fashion?
It's my Revenant costume, of course.
My apologies, Master, for not recognising it immediately.
You obviously still have a lot to learn.
So, did they come?
Yes, all three. They're camping at the top of the hill.
Right. I'll have time to get haunting then. Where do I start?
I'll leave that up to you. The main thing is to scare off the two cronies first. I'll take care of Fearless Felix.
So I'll scare one off with the lamp,
Yes, just make sure no one sees you shooting.
and the other one with fearsome noises.
That will probably take a few attempts. Ideally, a bit at a time.
Let him work up an appetite for more, so to speak.
I couldn't have put it better myself. Just don't give yourself away.
I won't, but if they do happen to see me coming...
Then you'd better vanish like a wisp of smoke. Or make some excuse.
And what will you be doing?
I'll wait somewhere out of the way for a while, and then I'll crash in. So make sure the other two are gone by then.
All right.
Alright. So first things first, I'm gonna lose some of this armor so I'm not so loud. Be a little quieter. So let's sneak up and do what we gotta do. Am I already crouching? Okay. Take out my bow. Crap.
What?
Huh. Now where is the lamp? Figure that'll be the easiest thing to start with. Where is this bad boy? Ah, there it is. Gotta get far enough back. Alright, so it's lit. So now we're just gonna kind of sneak around. Hopefully that'll scare the first guy off. It's good timing, Rate Tourney. I almost said Tourney. There's the fire. Did they run off? So that's how you do it. I was like, how do I make the noise? And then I was like, oh, maybe it's the whistle button. I'll try it again. Oh, come on. No. My horse. Crap. So I guess I have to be up in the zone to do it, otherwise it'll give it away. Okay. Probably nothing, yeah. Not a demonic hellhound. We'll give him another blast.
Again. No, please, God, no. I can't stand this. No, no, please, no. They're everywhere.
Alright, so that's the first two. So let's see what the charlatan has. I was expecting a cutscene if I'm being completely honest. Oh, let's check out what this guy's up to. Where are you going, charlatan?
That was something.
How did you like that, eh?
Wonderful. I haven't had so much fun since I dressed up as the Pope.
Did you see him run? Like all the demons of hell were on their heels.
One was quite enough, evidently.
So what now?
Now I just wait for my customers to turn up. Come and see me tomorrow before noon, and you'll get your well-earned reward.
Alright, so we'll do that. We'll turn up tomorrow before noon.
The luck of the angel. Ah, my dear apprentice, how happy I am to see you.
So, it all worked out then?
Like a dream. I didn't sell half as much in Sasau.
That's good news. Now, about that thing you promised me.
Your well-deserved reward, certainly. Here you have it.
What will you do now?
Well, I could leave. I've got just enough to cover my travel. But I'd be as poor as a church mouse in the next place, so I'd better wait and see if I can sell even more.
Well, at least I'll know where to find you.
Alright, so I think that's the end of the mission. So that was pretty fun. Yeah, so a couple things here. So this is a mission that I'm pretty sure was added with the Amorous Adventure of the Bold Sir Hans Capon DLC. But interestingly enough, when I looked up how to switch the butcher's meat, I found the mission, No Rest for the Wicked, and in the description it said, Miller Wozczak is dead. Everyone is convinced he took his own life, so he can't be buried in consecrated ground. Peshek wants me to arrange for a proper burial in the cemetery. There's no need to mention it won't be so easy. Okay, yeah. And it's got the objectives, and the objectives are all the same as this. It says switch the butcher's fresh meat with rotten meat, switch the eggs with 3 chicken coops with charcoal, color the water in the bathhouse red using fake blood. But yeah, it's I don't know, that's weird. I don't know why this is different. It's the same name, it says No Rest for the Wicked, so I don't know. That's interesting. If you know why, the description on there tells me if it's just for people without the DLC or what's going on. But yeah, so that does it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Congratulations on making it to the end of the video. If you did, I can assume you liked the content, and hopefully you'll subscribe and turn on the notification bell. If you haven't already, check out these links I have on the screen to see me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. If you like my content and would like to support what I do here, there's a link to my Patreon account in the description, and a donation would be much appreciated. In any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day.